Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to your reading for May 2019. My name is Melanie. This is a general reading for Sagittarian, Sun, Moon and Rising sign people. So of course it may or may not resonate, but I encourage you to take what you like and leave the rest. Or check your other rising sign and moon sign, etc. So just diving right in, I use 5 cards for a monthly spread. The first card is about the past energy, something that may have been happening in the past that is relevant this month somehow, and the card that came through for you guys is the 6 of Cups. The second card there being about present situation, current issues, current energy this month for you guys, the 9 of Cups card. The third card being about possible obstacles that may show up this month, the King of Swords. The fourth card being about possible helpful tools, things of use this month. You guys have the Ace of Pentacles card, and finally the outcome card for the month is the 8 of Wands, and the card half lying down there representing the overall theme for the month, which comes from a different deck of cards. That card that came out for you is called Gumnut Blossom, and that represents contentment. And I'll be reading about that card at the towards the end of the reading. So let's just dive right in, starting with the 6 of Cups. So this card represents, it's in the past position, and this card actually represents the past. It represents past connections, childhood, old memories, reminiscing, nostalgia, harmonious networks and connections, particularly from the past. Things coming back from the past, favours earned and returned, can be about reunions, reconnections, can be about meeting someone new that you feel like you haven't met before or known forever. That sense of really knowing someone through time. This card can be about looking back at your past with the wisdom and maturity of age. It can be about renewal and new cycles coming in as well. So it kind of looks like in your past you've been dealing with this. Maybe you have been working on a childhood issue. Maybe you've reconnected with someone from the past, your childhood, in a really positive way. Maybe you've come to a good place with something from your past. You've been sentimental in some way about something, and that's been quite significant for you in some way, and you've kind of come full circle perhaps with something and gotten in touch with something again. So let's just see where that sits with the rest of the reading, because coming into the month of May, the card representing the current situation, current month, you have the 9 of Cups card, another Cups card. Cups being about feelings, emotions, friendships, relationships, connections, matters of the heart, right? So the 9 of Cups card is traditionally known as the wish card. Wishes coming true, essentially. We can see in that card there's a man sitting there looking very chuffed, very pleased with himself, as behind and above him is a row of cups. He's feeling happy, secure. His wishes have been fulfilled. It's a card about success, wisdom, things being earned, rewards, trophies, accomplishments, achievements. It's a card also about being careful what you wish for and being mindful of not to be too smug and conceited in something that has gone very, very well for you, and you're feeling very satisfied, very pleased with yourself, and hopefully being a bit generous or sharing whatever wish has been granted to you. This month it sounds like something very positive is happening, and you're feeling very happy. We can see a lot of yellow in that card representing happiness and joy. You're feeling very content, very full of good feelings, really grateful and appreciative of what you have right now, feeling really abundant, particularly in the area of love and friendships and connections. And maybe that is to do with whatever that came up to do with the past that has been a factor somewhere, and now you're feeling really content and happy with that, and that something has come true which you wanted and hoped for so much. What a beautiful thing, what a beautiful feeling that is. Moving into the third card there, representing possible obstacles that may show up this month, you have the King of Swords. Kings represent authority figures, leaders, fathers. You know, and the King of Swords represent thoughts, ideas, words, communication. This King of Swords is sitting on top of his throne. His head is above the clouds. This could represent an actual person, an air sign in your life. Air signs being Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. Very clear thinking individual with a lot of intellectual truth, a lot of power, who's quite respected. There is an element of transformation to do with this card. There's some butterflies on his crown. This is sometimes a card about being mentally right at the top of your game, having a lot of sharp focus, a lot of determination, a lot of clarity and vision about knowing what you want, being very knowledgeable in that. In terms of this being in the position of possible obstacles this month, this could be just a warning about not being too cold and not being too harsh, too distant, you know, all head and no heart, and not being too, not over analysing things too much, not over complicating things too much, not wielding that sword with too much kind of harsh authority, going it's my way or the highway. Which kind of makes sense if you have been granted a wish this month that's coming in, and you're feeling very pleased with yourself in a somewhat arrogant way, or some way that's a little bit too harsh and cutting. Be careful of being cutting with your words this month. So perhaps just watch out for that. Watch out for being too fixed and too rigid in your thoughts and ideas about something, and not being too controlling around that as well. Of course, we need to be a bit soft and flexible always with in life, not just in our thinking, but in our relationships with people as well. In the position of what may be helpful and useful this month, you guys have the Ace of Pentacles card. So look at this new offering. Aces are new things, the birth of something new, the start of new beginnings, the start of early days of something. This is something gifted to you from the divine, from the universe, something very solid, very grounded, that could grow riches and abundance. Pentacles are about practical things, money, finances, career, work, possessions, physical, tangible things. Something new may be coming in. We can certainly see that with the Nine of Cups card. There's perhaps it is an offer of something new financially, something that's very grounding and very solid, that offers a lot of potential for growth and abundance and success, certainly as a result of hard work. In the position of being something helpful and useful, whatever it is that comes in, I would say grab it. This is a good solid gift that is going to set you up for the future, and can be very, very, very useful in that regard for long-term gain. You sort of the building of something new here is coming in, and to take this opportunity to grow bigger and better things in your life. It's certainly a turn for the better, potentially in money and finances, and practical kind of matters. Anything that, and this probably is a good way to balance up perhaps some of that King of Swords energy. Interestingly, we have cards from each suit here, all minor arcana. So we have Cups, Swords, Pentacles, and the Wands. We have two Cups cards as well. So a bit of a kind of a mixed bag, a bit of everything across the board here. The outcome card for this month is the Eight of Wands card. Wands are about passion, matters of the soul, creativity, motivation, life force, energy. The Eight of Wands, there's a lot of energy in this card. There's a lot of movement, a lot of forward movement with lots of potential travel with this card. A lot of action, speed, being very busy, but in a good busy kind of way. This is about allowing the energy of the universe to really flow through you and allow you to move closer to your goal. It's kind of no point in even trying to slow down, because you're being carried along here and carried along in a really good way. Important to be very focused. We can see that with the King of Swords card there, being very focused but not overly so. Also to be very mindful of not being too distracted in whatever the task is that's at hand right now. Strike while the iron is hot. This is what this card can say. Be careful of not sort of having so many ideas and so many new opportunities coming in that they're difficult to control. There's 8 wands there, so we can see hence you being quite good busy. We don't want to have so many things going on, so many options and choices that it causes a little bit of chaos. That's not very helpful. So you need to be clear and precise in where you're going and what is coming in and moving you along here. There's certainly this forward movement. Maybe whatever wish is being granted here is part of this process that now enables you to take flight with something and move forward with great energy, great passion, great drive to exciting new lands, even potentially. Finally, just the card lying down there, like I said, called Gumnut Blossom, representing contentment, and that one of those cards I draw or is drawn for you to represent an overall theme for the month and hopefully ties everything together. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, so we'll just see what it says. So I read from this book, called Dreamtime Reading Cards. Dreamtime is the Aboriginal Australian spiritual belief system. I love these cards. Visually very beautiful. The words and the meaning I find really powerful and resonate. I resonate with a lot. So Gumnut Blossom, being about contentment. The gum tree, or eucalyptus, often blossoms best after a period of harshness. After bushfires or periods of long drought, the gumnut bursts into flower in an assortment of colours. Many of the blossoms smell and taste like honey, and it is because of this that they are often associated with contentment and the sweet things in life. The gumnut blossom bursts forth with its message of happiness and contentment. And I think we can see that in that 9 of Cups card there. He's looking very content. Even in the 6 of Cups card there, there's real joy between the 2 children in that card. Very simple pleasures, smelling a beautiful rose, looking at each other, not really caring about anything else in life. So the gumnut blossom can symbolise a period of success after a difficult or challenging time. This is the time to celebrate your success and enjoy a period of lightheartedness and progress. Sometimes you can forget to enjoy these periods of contentment and sweetness because you are too busy worrying about what is still to come. And maybe that is in that King of Swords card there, just being mindful of not being too caught up in your head. At this time, the gumnut blossom asks you not to worry about what the future holds, but instead give thanks for the situation you currently find yourself in. Hence that 9 of Cups card there, and just remembering to be very grateful and thankful for whatever has come your way. Appreciate the people around you, smile and laugh, and share the sweetness of your harvest. You certainly have got a harvest with those you love. The colour of gumnut blossoms can also give you insight into what areas you have made progress in. That would be relevant if you have them where you live. I don't even have any near me, actually, and I live in Australia. Guys, I hope that has been useful for you in some way. Thank you for watching and listening, Sagittarius. I hope May turns out to be a really wonderful month for you, and I hope to see you back in June. Bye.